Hey honeys, Justina here. I'm hoping everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're viewing this. And honeys, we're doing a wrestling podcast. I've been talking about it for like 2 or 3 weeks now about doing one. I've talked to people on Instagram about it. They're excited. So I was like, hey, might as well go ahead and make one. So we're going to make one. So Scott D'Amore, if you guys didn't know who Scott D'Amore is, he was TNA's president. I think that's what he was, or GM. Let me just say, I went to a wrestling show, a TNA show, back in June of last year. He was great on the mic. And Bully Ray, I think it was Bully Ray, PCO, and Scott D'Amore. Magnus, I think, was there. Let me just say, they put on a great show. I know it was just like a promo, but still a great show. And I've always liked Scott D'Amore since like TNA was back in 2005. I remember watching on Spike TV. You stay up Saturday nights at 11 o'clock at night watching Sting, Christian Cage, who else? Scott D'Amore, Eric Young, and the list goes on and on and on. Rhino, Raven, you know, all the great legends. Jeff Jarrett. Then Kurt Angle came on board. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels. I can go on and on and on about it. But when Scott D'Amore was let go at TNA, I was kind of depressed. I wouldn't say I was depressed about it. I thought it was a bad decision on TNA Wrestling to let this man go, because all his legacy has been TNA, and you're changing from Impact to back to TNA Wrestling, and then within a month you let the man go. You know, the man built TNA Wrestling, I would say. You know, plus those legends I just named, built and created a legacy of TNA Wrestling. I remember when they were Team Canada, Robert Roode, used to call him Bobby Roode. Yeah, I think that was in TNA as well. But yes, honeys, Scott D'Amore will be missed. He tried to buy the company, tried to buy TNA Wrestling. They wouldn't let him. They struck the deal down. If a man's going to pay the money for a sports entertainment, I know it's owned by Anthem, but honeys, if they're going to buy the company, if they love the company so much and they help build the company, let the man buy the company. That's how I should say it. So, I'm very, it's sad to see a legend like Scott D'Amore leave, because he built, like, this past year, he's made TNA so much better than it used to be. I remember when Anthem used to have it, it used to be so bad. Well, they still do have it. But before Scott D'Amore became president, it was trash. And I used to didn't watch TNA or Impact. Alright, so that was one story. Rey Mysterio is returning in the next coming weeks. We don't know what week. We don't know if it's going to be before WrestleMania or after WrestleMania, but he should be coming in the next couple of weeks. I don't know what kind of feud that they're going to put him in. I don't want to see him face Dominic Mysterio again. We've already had the father and son match at WrestleMania 39, as well as we had Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania 39. But I think Roman versus Cody would be a better story, a better rematch for this back-to-back WrestleMania than Rey versus Dominic. But yes, I was hoping to see him in the Royal Rumble when I was there, but he wasn't cleared yet. And he got injured back in November of last year when he faced Logan Paul for the United States Championship, which Rey Mysterio had the belt. So I hated when Rey Mysterio couldn't beat Logan Paul. So now WWE is making Logan Paul into this big, big character. So we'll see where Logan Paul goes. But Rey Mysterio is coming back within the next couple of weeks. I think he's on SmackDown, I think. I think that's the brand that he's on. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see him soon. And hopefully it'll be back before WrestleMania where we can see him face somebody in a WrestleMania match. Hell, I would love to see him face, what's that? Santo Escobar. I would love to see him face him. That would be a great match. What else? Rob Van Dam has been announced for AEW Collision on April the 20th. I know that's like a big date set. Also, AEW is doing March the 13th, I think, at the Boston. Well, it's going to be in Boston. It's going to be at the TB Garden or somewhere like that. I think that's what it's called, TB Garden. They're amping up Mercedes Moné. I was about to say Sasha Banks, but Mercedes Moné. And hopefully, she can bring a lot to AEW wrestling, to the women's division. She was another one I was hoping that was going to be at the Royal Rumble that didn't show up. And it was because of the financial, the money wasn't there. So then also this coming week, since Tony Khan's already announced Rob Van Dam for AEW Collision, he has also announced that this coming Wednesday on Dynamite is going to be Rob Van Dam, Hook, and Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, and Brian Cage in a 6-man tag team match. So if you guys are a Rob Van Dam fan and you love AEW wrestling, that's going to be a huge main event right there. I hope it's a main event anyway. Hook is another great wrestler. Samoa Joe, I wish he became the WWE champion when he was in WWE, but he didn't. He had a lot of opportunities when he faced AJ Styles. But, yes, I wish he was a WWE champion. He was a good TNA World Heavyweight Champion back in TNA. So, also after that, today they released the WWE 2K24 soundtrack. And, Post Malone is gonna be one of the singers in it. And he is also scheduled to be one of the playable characters in WWE 2K24. Kind of like how, Machine Gun Kelly was. I think in 2K22, that was another great. I remember playing as Machine Gun Kelly all the time, MJ Kelly. So yeah, Post Malone, you bet I'm going to be playing you a lot in the WWE 2K24 game when it comes out on March the 5th for early, if you already pre-order it. If you don't pre-order, it's going to come out March 8th. And, I think that's about it. I think all the editions should be out by March 8th. So, TNA Rebellion was supposed to be at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. If you guys don't know, that's like one of the homes of ECW back at Extreme Championship Wrestling. I would love to see TNA Rebellion at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Maybe include some Extreme Rule matches. Because that would be good. I would love to see some Extreme Rules in TNA. Especially you got Nick Nemeth, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler. You got Moose as your TNA World Heavyweight Champion. That would be a great match. Extreme Rules for the, or No Holds Barred. I think Extreme Rules is a copy of WWE. But, copyright. But I think that would be a good match. A good no-holds-barred match for the TNA heavyweight title. Those titles actually look pretty good as well. And another thing that we're going to get to right now. Let me address the whole situation that's going on within WWE. Whether it be on Raw with Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins, or to be on SmackDown with the bloodline between Roman Reigns and The Rock. Okay, so I was a huge fan of Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble. I will never forget, we were outside trying to find the car because we left like 10 minutes early. Kind of figured that Cody Rhodes was going to win the Rumble. So we left because there was really no surprises after that. And that was like the main event. So we left to go find the car before everybody else came out of the building. And I won't ever forget hearing Cody Rhodes' theme song and hearing the power go off. For the WrestleMania 39 logo, shooting the... Yeah, and that was good. I loved having Cody Rhodes win the Rumble. Then he pointed at Roman Reigns and said, I'm challenging you, Roman Reigns, for the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. So I'm glad that happened. Then you saw, like, the following week in Birmingham, Alabama, it was an episode of SmackDown where The Rock came back. I'm like, oh, hell, here we go. But, because if you read on WrestleZone and PWIinsider.com, you get all these details about who's coming back, some spoilers and all that kind of stuff. And then I saw The Rock was going to eventually turn heel. I was like, oh, hell, here we go. So, The Rock versus Roman, that would be a good build-up, I must say. That would be a good build-up, but not for WrestleMania. Not yet. Maybe for WrestleMania 41. It's supposed to be in Minneapolis or Las Vegas. I would highly recommend Las Vegas for WrestleMania 41. I wish it would come back to Atlanta, Georgia. Definitely would go. But yeah, it's going to be in Las Vegas or Minneapolis. That would be a great event for Rock versus Roman. And it'll give us, some time for the Bloodline story to occur. I don't see the Bloodline going away after Roman Reigns. I hope he loses the title at WrestleMania to Cody Rhodes, because Cody needs to finish his story. And Roman's been champion for 3 years now. I know there are some battling of the days of champions, like Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, and the list goes on and on. I don't know who's going to be the next one that he defeats as the days that has been champion. I don't know if it's Hulk Hogan or Pedro Morales or somebody like that. But I think Cody Rhodes and Roman is a perfect fit for WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. And you're definitely going to see The Rock interfere. You're going to see Seth freaking Rollins interfere in the match. I see that. I see Solo Sikoa try to do another Samoan spike to Cody Rhodes again, try to cost him the title. It's not working. And, but yeah, so I'm seeing Cody Rhodes winning the heavyweight title at WrestleMania. I won't ever forget, at WrestleMania 39, I was sitting at Ham Bones, aka Tim. We were sitting there, all of us, I think Terry was watching it too, and we were sitting there watching the main event and the ending. I was like, oh my goodness. And seeing Cody Rhodes crying in the middle of the ring, I literally just wanted to cry with him, because I'm like, we built this whole story from Rumble to Mania, and you lost the championship. Because of Solo. But yes, honeys, so that is my opinion of this week's. And also tonight, we just got finished watching some qualifying matches. We saw, who else did we see? Dominic Mysterio versus Kevin Owens for the Elimination Chamber qualifying. And then we saw Naomi. Forgot who the hell she took on. But I'm glad to see Naomi back. I'm glad to see her return at the Rumble as well. Tiffany Stratton's also in there. Within the whole Women's Royal Rumble, I'm seeing probably Becky Lynch versus Mommy at WrestleMania. Do I say that Becky Lynch goes over and takes the title from Mommy? I don't know if they're going to treat Mommy like how they were treating Roman Reigns with an undefeated streak, and list goes on and on. I don't know if she's on the path to defeat every women's champion holding the title for many days or not. But yes, honeys, I'm ready for the Rumble. I mean, damn, we've already had the Rumble. I'm ready for Elimination Chamber. It's going to be at 5 a.m. Eastern Time, 2 a.m. What do you call it? Pacific Time. So the event's going to be good. The Elimination Chamber, I'm hoping that Drew McIntyre gets it. I would love to see Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre again for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. I think that would be a good match. And that could be like an end of the story, because Drew McIntyre's already had 3 matches against Seth Rollins. At the one in November of last year, it was the Crown Jewel, I think, when he took on when Drew McIntyre took on Seth Rollins. That was a great match. Was it November? No. I think it was May or June. I think it was May of June last year. I think that's what it was. Hell yeah, I think it was like June or something. Well, let me just say that was a classic match. But, honeys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment below if you guys would like to see me do another wrestling podcast next week. Because we got so much. We got Roman Reigns. We got The Rock, Cody Rhodes. We got Bayley, Io Sky. They did Bayley dirty. And I'm kind of glad. I hope Bayley kicks Io Sky's butt at WrestleMania for the women's title, because I think it's time for Bayley to win the title as well. But, honeys, if you guys want to see more, and then plus we got more ratings for the WWE 2K24 game that's coming up next week. Teddy Long has been confirmed for the WWE 2K24. I don't know if it's going to be just a GM in universe mode or a playable manager as well. So, guys, if you want to see more, comment below, because I can go on and on and on about wrestling. Love you, honeys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment below and subscribe. Love you, honeys. Bye.